Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you about a Bluetooth speaker that's unique. And it's not unique because it plays music over Bluetooth or if you connect a 3.5mm headphone jack to it. It's unique because it has an actual display on it that you can customize with either a visual EQ, games, customization, calendar, events, reminders, a whole bunch of things you can do with this actual speaker that you can't do with any other speaker on the market. This is TK. Let's go ahead and check out the Timebox Mini. Here is the box of the Timebox Mini. Now, I just want to mention to you guys, there's two versions of this speaker. The one we have here is the mini size. There's a standard one, which has basically a larger footprint, similar features, exactly the similar features, but the difference is where it comes into the controls. Where on this box that we have some controls on the side. The Timebox, the standard size one, has all the controls on the top. But again, we're going to go ahead and check out the Timebox Mini. It's made by a company called Divoom. It's a Bluetooth speaker, and it has smart alarm, sleep aid, notification, audio, programmable LEDs. You wouldn't expect this type of specifications on a Bluetooth speaker, but this is what we have. We have a 296 megahertz processor. We have 228 megabytes of flash memory, and 16 million RGB colors. Those are the displays on the actual box, and I'll show you guys in a second. Programmable LEDs can use updates. Basically, you'll be able to get software updates directly. And it has a built-in 2500 milliamp battery that's essentially just used to power the unit. The content of the box is the Timebox Mini speaker itself. Again, this is the front display. It's off currently. We do get two cables, a 3.5mm headphone jack, as well as micro USB to USB Type-A to charge it. This is actually a built-in charge. There's no power brick, so you just have to charge it up. And the instructions come in many different languages to be able to just give you the explanation. But the main benefit of this is just says go to the App Store or the Google Play Store, download the Timebox application, and then connect to it. Quick tour around the hardware. We have the LED displays set up right here. We'll go ahead and power it on for the first time. You can see basically it's kind of a dot matrix type of display. It says Bluetooth is asking us to connect it. It's going to automatically connect to my V20. And then obviously it pairs up the time. We have a microphone, power button, and a light display, which essentially gives us the ability to switch over between the different ones. This is just the weather. And again, now it's just an visual EQ that you're able to customize, and then this is just another one, and of course there's a customized message that you can put in. On the top we have three buttons. We have another microphone here, play and pause and answer call if you receive a call on the speaker, as it has a microphone. The volume down, volume up, play, double play. The volume up, if you press and hold, it skips track forward. Volume down, press and hold, it'll skip track backwards. Now, one of the unique things about this speaker is that you have a pass-through functionality, which means you can actually run a line in and then a line out. So if you want to listen through that using headphones at the same time as playing music, you can do that. And then we have the micro USB for charging. The 2500 milliamp battery is non-replaceable, but it is rechargeable. And we need to turn on the application or download an app called Timebox. You download it directly from the Play Store. You can also download it from the App Store if you have basically an iOS device. The main home screen requires you to log in. You don't have to. You can always do it via guest mode. You have music control, which gives you the ability to play music off your device directly if you have built-in media. We'll go back home. Weather information, voice message, design. You can go in there and start customizing your own design. I did one of mine. And again, I can customize the different tiles, save it, and then I can open it up later. Other than that, we have the planner, which is a calendar, the sleep aid, which is a very nice functional seashore, midnight, relaxation, underwater. Here we have alarms. You can set up an alarm, turn them on. These are the standard Android alarms. We'll go back here. Tools, we have a couple of things. We have a stopwatch where it says memorial calendar, which you can add calendar events to it. And then a scoreboard. Notifications, you can set up the different notifications of which device can send notifications to it. Again, by default, it has everything turned on. And then last but not least is the games. Now, you have the ability of going here, which is kind of like a slot machine type of game. You shake your device, and then you can see if you're going to win or not. If you match, obviously you get a number, and if you don't, you don't. We have another one, which is a dice game. And then, of course, the last but not least, we have kind of like the Magic 8 Ball. And then we also have a video game, which you use the volume controls to be able to control. This is a speaker. This is really what it's intending to be. So at the base, I can just basically... It is a back-facing speaker, so please be aware. If I put it down, it's actually the sound's gonna be very obviously muffled, but The second tab is where we see a little bit of kind of an advertising for some of the other products that they have. As I mentioned to you guys before, the Timebox is the bigger one of the two. This is the Timebox Mini. The Timebox is slightly bigger in footprint, and the controls are all on the top. When we go to the third tab here, we have the ability of customizing between, well, let's go back here. Sorry, main page. We can go either 12-hour or 24-hour system, depending where you are. You can actually change that. Fahrenheit to Celsius, customizing the spectrum of light, the light bright here, that you can customize the different aspects of the actual, just having to just do a nice little kind of a scheme. Next, we have a sound box. And then we can also customize the different ways the EQ actually plays. So you can either play it when you're playing the Timebox here, or if you're playing music, it actually does respond to the music that you're playing. And the last option here, we have the ability of adding different customizations. We have a lot of presets, preload, all of these things that you can just turn on. You can, by selecting them directly, you can go back here. You can download them and save them to your device so that you can load them directly. You don't have to be connected to the internet. Third tab is essentially just a setup for a chat buddy. You can actually start having a communication with somebody via email and add the buddy and just send and receive messages using this. Haven't had the chance to test it out, but again, it's built in. And the last tab that we have here is the options, or basically where you can customize it. Your account setting is set up in here. Changing the password is in there. You don't have to set it up, and you can log out if you want to. The device, as far as the connection, it tells you what's available devices if you want to connect to it. Again, go back. And then startup logo, by default, I like to have it set up to this one. I'll have to save, and I'll say checkbox here, and then it'll turn it on. This is just saying that it did confirm. LED, you can customize it to have an energy saver mode to save power so it doesn't drain it quickly. You can also customize it to work kind of like a clapper. Oh, sorry. Actually, we should save it first. You clap again and it turns on. Last but not least, you have the about, and you can check for updates here if you need it. With the options that we get with the Timebox Mini, this is definitely a very unique speaker. The ability to customize the visual part of it is great. It sounds good. It has a 5-watt speaker. Again, it's not going to be the biggest sound that you're going to be able to get out of it. This is obviously an experience that you can use. It's small, it fits on your desk. It can even work as your nightstand clock because it's very nice. You can customize and even dim the light. Having the clapper functionality gives you the ability to just turning it off, which is without having to even touch it, so that's very nice. I like it. I want to say thank you very much for the Voom for allowing me to check out the speaker. Keep an eye out for another video that I'm going to be putting out of the Voom Party speaker, which is a bigger 20-watt speaker that has so much sound and also has weather resistance. So this is TK. Thank you very much for the support. Like and subscribe as usual. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next video.